And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Earthbound Mother 2. I'm your host, the RPG guy. I know it's been a while since I've been back, but I'm glad to be back and I'm glad to be making more episodes. So let's get to it. When we last left off, if I'm not mistaken, we had already kind of pilfered all of what Saturn Valley had to offer. So after doing all of that, it's time to move on. We're going to go up and over, and we're going to go give Belch a hard one. If you talk to a lot of the Mr. Saturns, you find out that there's a factory to the north that all the devious acts are taking place there. And what we're going to do when we get up there is find out that in order to get in, one of the Mr. Saturns had told us what we need to do to be able to get inside the factory, which is literally just standing in front of the waterfall patiently for about 3 minutes. And the catch is we got to get up there first. The other catch is, too, I'm one level lower than I'd like to be on this, but that's not a problem. We'll worry about it when it becomes a problem. But we got to make our way there first. And if I'm not mistaken, I didn't really fight a lot of monsters on our way up here, so hopefully this time you'll get to see some of the creatures that exist in Saturn Valley. These roaches, for example, though, you can't really dodge, little bastards. So you're gonna have to face them no matter what you do, unfortunately. And really all you gotta do is just pound away on them. Die. Oh, you bitch. Alright, well, we should be able to kill it now. One way or the other. Yay. We are victorious. Absolutely victorious. And Jeff leveled up, which is always a good thing, especially when that delicious IQ goes up. Alright, let's keep moving. Get in there. Alright. Now we gotta make our way north. Northy, north. And here were some of the other creatures that plagued the local area. You have the farm zombies, which are stronger than regular zombies, but if you fight a group of them, just know that their fire works pretty well on them, because they usually all kind of fill into one line. The real strong creature here that you have to be careful of is I think it's an alligator or crocodile. We're going to fight him too, because he's already here. Might be able to get a surprise attack on him. Yeah! And these guys, the plain crocodile, it's not that he's difficult. You can hit pretty much one-shot him with a freeze beta. So we'll do that. Remember, there is always means to getting psychic power back. So don't be too afraid to use it. Very rarely do you run into a dungeon where you can't get, or to a location where you can't get to one of those butterflies. Alright, so here's the... No! It's just a waterfall. Why would you take a picture of this? Take it instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for the instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready, say, fuzzy pickles. Fuzzy cockburn. Oops, I made a mistake. Well, what a great photograph. We will always bring back the fondest memories. I want to kill him with absolute rage and fire. I really, really do. Okay, so now we're standing in front of Grapefruit Falls. We walked all the way to the left, and now he says, say the password. We now literally have to stand here for 3 minutes. Do not press a button. You notice, well, you may not have noticed, but even when that message came up, I did not touch a button. I did not touch anything. It's literally just you playing a wait game. And 3 minutes will go by, and then they'll let you in. Like I said, you learn this in Saturn Valley by talking to one of the Mr. Saturn. You have to, I believe, talk to that Mr. Saturn to get this to happen. So just make sure that you followed along like we did last episode, and I believe we talked to him. If not, I'll be pissed and figure it out. But I'm not going to make you guys wait. I'm going to pause the recorder here. So, yeah, we'll see you in about 3 minutes. Okay, so after standing in one position, not opening a menu, not pressing a button, and obviously not walking away, we may now enter. And I needed to check something because I think I forgot to do something, and I'm going to be really pissed if I did. Is it here? See that, I see that, I see that. I did not bring it. Oh god, I gotta go back and get it now. Darn it. Oh no, there it is. Jar of fly honey. Okay. Huh. Make sure you come in here with a jar of fly honey. It's kind of a necessary thing. Alright. I like fighting these guys. They're pretty easy, the slimy little piles, and really, the XP does not hurt at all. So, yeah, you can avoid these battles altogether, but it's kind of trivial to do that when XP is what will make your experience better. Especially because, you know, freeze beta will practically murder one of these things. As you notice, I am not shy about using that. Oh yeah. Take that, you slimy little pile of horse shit. And that's a lot of XP. That's 1,300 as opposed to the 200 or 300 we were getting there before. So you bet your ass I'm gonna fucking take that. Oh yeah. Alright, let's keep moving. You don't need a lot of inventory space, because a lot of times you're gonna pick up items that you really can just use right away or don't need. Now I'm gonna talk about Foppy here. Not fapping, that's pretty gross. Foppies are arguably the best grindable enemy in the game next to one other. But these guys are a lot easier to control their appearances. You can fight them in massive groups. I fought them in like groups of 7 or 8, I think, or 6, somewhere between 6 to 8. And because you can fight them in such large groups, you gain a lot of XP for fighting them. The other trick is if you do mess up, you can get a surprise attack on one. And look at that. I insta-gibbed, I think, a pair of them. And look at it, 2 of them were 840 XP. These guys, it's always recommended whenever you enter Belch's factory under Grapefruit Falls, you sit here and try to level at least 1, 2, sometimes 3 levels off of Foppies, because they're so easy to kill. And because they're that easy to kill, it works out really well for you, the player, because, yeah, it's just awesome. It's just an awesome item. It's just an awesome skill to be able to have, to use when you need it used, you know. And here you can see here's 4 Foppies. We're gonna have to fight these Foppies. Oh, only 3 of the 4? What a rip. Let's go ahead and hit them with Scotch Beta. Yeah, just go all out on these guys when they're in groups. Like I said, we'll have the means to recover psychic power without too much trouble. So when you fight these guys in groups, it is recommended to hit them with an AoE, whether it's Fire Beta or PSI Special, which for us is delicious, glorious Scotch. As we gain the easiest 1100 XP ever. Insta-give. And that'll give us a little bit more. That'll give us almost 2 grand for all the Foppies that were there. Yeah, you want to fight Foppies. You should make it a thing to fight Foppies. And here's a grouping of 4. Let's go ahead and scotch these motherfuckers. And yeah, like I said, there's nothing wrong with grinding Foppies. Some people go, oh, that's cheap, you're grinding. Yeah, I'm grinding so I don't have to do it later. And like I said, if you gain, I think Ness is what, 24, level 20, he should be level 24 by now. I would say getting him to like 26 to as high as 28, which is definitely an extreme, is a good idea. Primarily because you're going to get a lot of perks for doing it. And yeah, Foppies are great to level up off of. The real other benefit, direct benefit that we get use of right away when grinding Foppies is actually the idea that Jeff builds up a higher IQ. Him building up a higher IQ helps the party because it'll make him able to repair more of the broken items that we lug around with us, which is a good thing. Okay, let's see. Ooh, zombies! Damn, that's a lot of zombies. Please all be front row. They are all not. Okay. You know what we should do is the following. Beta. Fire beta on the back row and shoot the front one. Nice. As you can see, it didn't kill them, but this should finish that back row off for sure. Oh, nice. Well, that worked out. Goodbye. Return to the dust of the earth. There's a good win right there. Yeah, for 4 of them, we didn't even get 1,000. We fought 3 Foppies and got about that same amount of XP. Yeah, level off the Foppies. I cannot stress that enough. Let's go ahead to Paulo, use that IQ capsule on Jeff. No reason to store it or hold on to it. Every little bit helps. And the broken laser beams. As far as that goes, we'll put it on Jeff when we get the chance to. Probably just when we use the bomb. We should have one more inventory space left, right? Yeah. Okay. There's only one other item we're going to be wanting to hold on to in the game, so just as a heads up, once we get that last item, we'll be good. We'll be in a good place. In a good place. Oh, come on, Foppies, get in there. No! Only the 2 made it. Makes me sad. Now I gotta fight another grouping of Foppies. And my goal, guys, is I'm gonna get to the place where we can recover the rest of our psychic power, and then I'm gonna probably pause the recorder for a little bit and grind until I'm satisfied with my current level. Nice. It's that one Foppy. That one Foppy. Alright, bash. Nice. They are so squishy. Squishy. Alright, finish that one off. Bye, Felicia. Another 1,300. Jeez. Look at that. You could level up to 30, really, if you really wanted to. And I am tempted to do it, just to make our gameplay a little easier. Master Belch is the slimiest. That is important to know. As we can see, the Mr. Saturns are slaves being forced to make fly honey, it looks like. And here is another grouping of Foppies. Now what we're going to notice is right near the room where we need to get our psychic power back, Foppies always seem to spawn there. So it's like I said, it's a grinding. You could not ask for better positioning for grinding. You really couldn't. And as Paulo levels, woo! By the power of Foppy, you level. Oh, that was totally a surprise attack. What kind of crap is that? Luckily, there's only one more room full of treasures and goods, and that's upstairs. Up the ladder, and we'll find a door with the last 3 items that can be acquired in this dungeon. And I'd have to say 2 of them are important. One of them is literally very much disposable. Nice. Nice. Jeez. Alright, up we go. Up, and away. Get up there, you bastard. There we go. Ooh, that's something I probably don't want to mess with. At least not at my current level. I could probably handle 2 of these guys. Well, fuck it, we'll just fight them. I don't care anymore. Just get it on. Oh, one of them didn't get in there. The mostly bad. Well, yeah, one of the slimy piles didn't get in there. That's all right. I'm not gonna complain. There we go. Alright, let's finish this guy off, and then we'll have another slimy pile, which I could probably just walk by. Like I said, the other enemies are almost irrelevant, because you gain so much XP from the Foppies. Oops. Fighting one of these creatures is just really a waste of time unless you have to. No joke. It's really pretty much a waste of time unless you have to do it. Like this one we have to because he runs up and talks to you. So we're at the mercy of the game at this point. So, you know, what are you going to do? Alright. Okay. In we go. In we go. Ooh. Let's see if we can get a cleaner slate than that. Yeah, I can handle the 3 flies. We can throw a bomb if I can throw a bomb if I need to. Probably will too, just to make more inventory room. So let's grab that bomb, throw it there, because it's really not going to do that much damage in general. So just dumping it right now is better than holding on to it. Sweet. We also have the cheesy nut bars, so if we really need to heal, we can burn a cheesy nut bar. It's not like it's going to end the world. It is a, you know, sometimes I do come through this dungeon without any items because I don't need it. Alright. Victory, let's loot. Okay, so let's check that. And there is a vital capsule. Vitality capsule. Go ahead and use that now. Probably best off using it on Paula. Help her live a little longer. And an HP sucker. We'll give that to Jeff in a moment, because we're gonna get this. There's a calorie stick that Jeff's gonna use right away, because calorie sticks at this point in the game are useless. Unless you have like a food packet or something. And then we're going to go ahead and give Jeff that HP sucker we just picked up. And if anything, I actually changed my mind. I'm going to give him the broken laser. That way I don't forget to put it on him later. Don't need to heal. Not really. I'm going to get a few things opening up here, some more inventory space. But right now, we've collected almost all the items that can be collected. So nothing to worry about at this exact moment, other than those flies. I really don't want to fight flies. I'd rather fight like 3 of the little belches than fight a fucking 3 flies. Alright, yeah, just kill them. Kill them like the rest. Freeze. We're gonna burn through a lot of Jeff's bottle rockets soon too, because their usefulness has finally come to expire. We're gonna be getting the availability of big bottle rockets, so the regular bottle rockets are very trivial, and we'll use them in the next boss fight whether we need to do it or not. We need that inventory space, and there's not gonna be, I want to say coming up, there's not going to be a huge demand for the regular bottle rocket. No, that's not true. That's not entirely true, actually. You know, I will hold on to them. Maybe. Maybe. I can't decide. I can't decide. Take that, you slimy little pile of horse crap. Oh, yeah. Take that, you stupid fly bastard. And we're crying, but luckily it wears off at the end of battle. Now the only thing that can get in our way between recovery and whatnot is an army of Foppies, and we know they're a fucking joke, don't we? What? What kind of donkey horse crap is this? We're probably just gonna run past the other ones and get to the recovery room just so that way we can get in there and recover, because we definitely need to recover. And then that way I can show you guys the whole, you know, shtick, right? The whole meaning of the grind here and how it works. Yay! So I don't know, if I level up enough I won't need to heal. I'll just keep getting psychic power bonuses till my head explodes. Alright, let's go ahead and get away from the Foppies. This is the room I was talking about. Inside this room you get access to magic butterflies. They don't always appear, but obviously, if you know how to play this game, you know what to do. You just walk out the door, and walk back in, and walk out the door, and walk back in, and there's another one. So you can recover your psychic power here to your heart's content, and because of this, you can heal everybody up with Ness's healing. Get everybody back to full health just to be on the safe side. And when you've healed up all of your character's psychic power, you can choose to continue on your quest. But more importantly, you can continue grinding Foppies till your brain explodes, which is what I'm going to do for at least 30 minutes. I don't even think it'll take me that long. But I'll come back in about 10, 20, 30 minutes, depending. I'll let you know how long I spent grinding. But I'm going to be grinding me some Foppies, so we'll see you when I finish. Okay, so arguably I spent about 18 to 20 minutes. And I got Ness from level 25 or 24 to level 30. So as you can see, fighting Foppies is a good thing. Let's move on. Well, speak of the devil, there's a few leftovers. Nothing really major, just kill them off. Kill them like the rest. And actually, Paula's about 1200 from leveling, so there's a chance if we run into more Foppies on the way over, she'll level up again. Where Jeff is a little further away. He's about 4 grand from leveling. Ooh, shit. Yeah, we're not fighting that. Not that it's really a big deal, I guess, because, yeah. Aren't you the Fly Honey delivery boy? What's the password? I like how he said that, yet it was the password we needed to get in. One little pile is not a problem. Freeze him. And murder him. Murder him well. Murder him good. Alright. Sweet. Okie dokie. Let's head inside. Go ahead, do, and here's the boss. So you are Ness, I seek York. There's a prophecy that a boy will destroy Master Gigas. Hey, you make me laugh so hard. Master Gigas is scared of someone. He would have to be worse than the greatest evil. I'll take you down big time. Alright, bring it, barf. I mean belch. I mean burp. I mean never mind. I give up. I believe, if my memory serves me right, this is the last boss battle where they kind of give the boss battle to you if you know what to do. From this point on, it becomes a little bit more difficult. The question always becomes what to do. Well, we should hold on to our bottle rockets. I'm going to hold on to our bottle rockets. Really just let Jeff shoot. There's no reason to waste them, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. No. Luckily, we'll be able to cure that pretty easily. Now, from this point on, Belch will no longer attack us. I'm not kidding. He will no longer attack us. So just hit him with your strongest PSI abilities. Let Jeff shoot. If you are carrying, like, all bottle rockets, I guess you may as well blow off 2 of them. But you should really hold on to him for the most part. Teehee. And as usual, just murder him. Murder him good. Murder him good. Oh yeah. And the battle is won. As you can see, not a very tough battle. Even at a low level like 24, you could really just go up against him and get it done. Alright. So leveling up goes around to all. Well, maybe not all. Just Paula. Not even Jeff got to level up off of that. It's so sad. A Manny statue to Foreside. Suffer Spanky? I'm not sure if that was an insult or... I try not to think too deep about it. And Jeff, yeah, so we gained about 4 grand of XP, which was enough to level Paula, but not enough to level Jeff. If you really give a crap about leveling Jeff, go back and find a Foppy or something, but you don't need to. Sorry about that. Phone call. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so we're back in the town. Yay. We've got stuff to store. We've got stuff we can probably do without. So, let me see what we actually actually have here. Paula's carrying a bottle rocket. Funny how that works out. What I would have to say is we really don't need the slime generator. I'm never going to use the damn thing. And the HP sucker can be deposited as well. We got to give Jeff one of the other things. The jar of fly honey can also be deposited. So calling Escargot Express right now is a good idea, because we don't have enough inventory space for a perk that we're going to get. That perk is, if we talk to a Mr. Saturn right now, we'll get a really cool set of 3 free items, but we don't have the inventory space to carry it, so we may as well make some room. Big time. So let's do that. Let's call Escargot Express to pick up some of our crap. Oh, you know what? I don't have 15 bucks on me. Okay, hold on. Alright, let's recover first. Kyle! And let's try this again without the failure. Alright. There's a phone in the store, so it works out. There's also an ATM in there, which is kind of the problem. I need both. Withdrawal. We are freaking rich, man. Interruptions all the time. Okay, what'd I take out? 55 bucks? Should be enough for the things we need. And blah, 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 blah. Let's do pickup. Okay, so let's go outside and do some of this item management bullshit. Item management. Item management. Is it now? Yes, I can cover the bill. Okay, so we're gonna give him, very obviously, the... where is it? The jar of fly honey, as it has no more use for the rest of the game. And for all major important purposes. We're gonna go ahead and take Jeff's slime generator. Again, no reason really for it. I never use it, and to be honest, I know some people do. I just personally have never found myself to use it. We'll take the HP sucker out of there as well. Yes. Yes, take it out. Take it out. Alright, with that said and done, let's give Jeff that other bottle rocket. Does us no good having it on Paula. And let's go talk to that other Mr. Saturn. Now, because we've beaten Barf, or Belch, or whatever the fuck his name is, no. Where is he? I think he's one of these guys. No, scared. Yeah, he's the one who tells us how to get into the Barf's base. Here we go. Cup of life noodles, Mr. Saturn coin, and stag beetle. Okay, so we get a Mr. Saturn coin. That we're going to equip on Paula, because that's the best defense item we can get right now. It should be, I guess, other Mr. Saturn coin. Look at the defense on that. It's just godly. The stag beetle is absolutely useless, so don't bother with it. We'll just sell it. We also got a cup of life noodles. Because Ness already has one, I normally would have given it to Jeff, but since Jeff's inventory is pretty full, we're probably just going to let Ness hold on to it for now. So let's go sell the stag beetle, and let's go sell the red ribbon. There's no reason to keep those items. We need all the inventory space we can muster. So, let's see. let's go ahead and, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's KO for me, bro. And yeah, sell. We need some money on us anyway. Not that it's a big deal. Red ribbon. Red ribbon army, slayed by Goku. That's good enough for me. Alright, so we're all healed up for the most part. Before we continue, because we're going to look at, let me see what Jeff's IQ is. 25. I think he's just short, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like 3-4 rest attempts at the local inn, because it's free to do it in Saturn Valley, right? So I may as well try to do it. And if we're lucky, you notice how I said if we're lucky, he might be able to fix that broken laser. Oh, look at that. Hey, sweet. Definitely an upgrade, I believe. No. There we go. Oh, yeah. Raising that offense. It's a lot closer to Ness's. As far as other broken things that Jeff has on him, though. Minimum Magnum air gun, broken pipe. I don't think he can fix the broken pipe yet. So it makes more sense to just hold on to that and sell the Magnum air gun or deposit it, whichever we're forced to do. I believe we can sell it. But I don't think he can fix the pipe. I think the pipe is like IQ 28 or something like that, or 29. If you get IQ to 30, he should be able to fix it, I think. I don't remember what the IQ level was, but because we did a little bit, 20 minutes worth of grinding against Foppies, which there is actually an upgraded version of Foppies that come up later in the game. Because we did that, we went through the trouble of doing that, we're in good shape. What was I selling again? Oh yeah, that's right. There we go. Oh, okay, so we have to deposit that. Okay, so we've got money on us. Let's go ahead and call you know who and deposit that item. Just because there's no point in carrying it around with us. And we need all the inventory space we can get. Because I haven't had to use my peanut cheese bars. Not my peanut cheese bars, no! And actually that lets us put the cup of life noodles on Jeff. So that's the trade-off there. Yeah. And let's go ahead and have him take the Magnum air gun. So just the one item. It's not a big deal. Okay, so finally we've done all that. We're going to go ahead and save because we haven't done that yet. I wanted to get that all squared away before saving. Because, yeah, it's just easier to get all that shit done. May as well call him Mammoths too. Bitch of flea bath. Alright, yes. This is your father. I deposited gross amounts of money into your fund. Alright. Record. And we'll continue as usual. Alright, so we've done almost everything we can do in Saturn Valley. There's one last thing we need to do. Two last things we need to do, really. Instead of going to the inn and sleeping, you can go to these things. We're going to find 2 of these or so in the game. These are hot springs. You just walk around in it, or just stand in it, I think. We'll even... And then you see the screen brightens up, and... Yay! It also heals, I believe, heals you to full health, if you give a crap. So let's do this. This is optional, but it's good to do because it talks about its story-driven dialogue stuff. So at this juncture, this tells me we're about 1/3 of the way through the game. So we still got a bit of a way to go. Give or take, maybe halfway. It depends on who you're talking to, but you've traveled from very far from home. You've traveled very far from home. It would help if I spoke English. Do you remember how long and winding journey? How your God, I can't read today. Someone pounding at your door. Oh, that just sounds wrong. It was Pokey, the worst person in your neighborhood, who knocked on the door that fateful night. On your way, you have walked through and fought. Yet through all this, you have never lost your courage. You have grown steadily stronger, though you have experienced the pain of battle many, many times. I added an extra many for drama. You are no longer alone in your adventure. Paula, who is steadfast, kind, and even pretty, boing, is always at your side. Jeff is with you as well. Though he is timid, he came from a distant land to help you. From fucking Scotland! Ness, as you certainly know by now, you are not a regular young man. You have an awesome destiny to fulfill. Well, you're not normal young men. Normal young children do not find scotch as their favorite thing. The journey from this point will be long, and it will be more difficult than anything you have undergone to this point. Yet, I know you will be alright. When good battles evil, which side do you believe in? Do you have faith that good is triumphant? Sure, why not? You know, anytime I drink coffee, I never really have these kinds of deep thoughts. I'm mostly just watching doofuses at Starbucks on their laptops, pretending to be important. One thing you must never lose is courage. If you believe in the goal you are striving for, you will be courageous. There are many difficult times ahead, but you must keep your sense of humor, work through the tough situations, and enjoy yourself. Cocktail hour. When you have finished this cup of coffee, your adventure will begin again. Next, you must pass through a vast desert and proceed to the big city of Forsyth, in case you didn't know where to go next, which is kind of the game's way of telling you. Thanks, buddy. Ness, Paula, Jeff. Cocktail hour. Woo! I wish you luck. And cocktails. Because those are important too. Alright, well, he wished us luck. He can blow it out his ass for all I care. And that should be all of what there is. So, it's more of a kind of insight into the story. Oh, blow it out your ass. Yeah. Alright, so that concludes Belch's factory and the majority of what we need to do in Saturn Valley. On the next episode of Let's Play Mother 2 Earthbound, we go to our next sanctuary location, and we go to a desert on a horse with no name. We'll see you guys there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.